hey there. I am so glad you've joined me for a third video, and I've got to share something with you. I decided for this series that I was going to film these videos just like this, 13, 15-second intros. Well, those 13 and 15-second intros have literally taken me an hour, because if it wasn't for a little gnat flying in front of my head, or a hair is tickling the side of my nose, or I've chopped the top of my head off, or what's coming out of my mouth sounds like a lot of blabber, is literally taking me an hour. But it has been fun, and I hope that you enjoy them. And also, each one of the videos is filmed in a different section of my happy room, which is my craft studio. So see if you can go back and figure out which each desk is used for. This one is my filming desk. I usually have a big light up here, but I took it down so that y'all will be able to see me a little bit, and you can see my desk. You know, wherever you're working, it has to look pretty too, doesn't it? It has to look creative. All right, so let's talk about this. This is my social media planner. And y'all know I love to plan, and when I plan, my head and my mind isn't going all over the place. My head is actually attached to my neck, and there's a thought process going on. Today I want to share with you how I use this to plan my social media content. If you're filming 2 to 3 videos a week, and then you're trying to plan it out for the next month and the next couple of months, sticky notes are your friend. So I want to share with you the inside of this and how I'm doing it. So come on. Oh, grab yourself a pen and a paper so you can write down some notes. All right, my friends, haven't you always found it fascinating to peek inside someone else's planner? Like, you know, if you're having coffee with them and they're sitting across from you and they open up their plan and you're going, oh my gosh, I would just love to take a peek at that. Just kind of go through the months and seeing how they're getting it all together, how they're planning day to day, month to month, and the whole year. So I thought you would enjoy seeing how I set up my planner for my social media. This is the Laurel Denise Project Planner, and this is how a normal month looks. This is undated. Well, actually, I'm sorry, this is not undated. You have the month view and you have 4 columns. I'm going to show you a creative way to set this up to plan your social media. So when you first open up the planner, you have a pocket here you can hold stuff, and then you have I cut a slit here and I printed up the online exclusives so I can just have them right in here. And then I have my opening page, which just says who I am. I'm Ink and Whimsy. I'm Ink and Whimsy on Instagram, Pinterest, and of course YouTube. Now on these first few pages you have a view of the year. And what I want to use it for is I'm using the dot pen when I have uploaded a video on YouTube. Here is where I'm going to write my goals for the month, and here is where I'm going to keep a log of my YouTube subscriber count, because my first goal is to get monetized. So every thumbs up button is helping me. I appreciate you. And here you could put special dates that are coming up with your business, or you could put goals here if you wanted to. All right, so let's scoot ahead to September, and I want to kind of go through how this is working for me. All right, so the first thing you see are these little blue squares. Now these are team Zoom meetings, these are launches, these are trainings, Facebook Lives. That's what those are. Now I don't write them in here because I would fill it up. I have them written over here, and I'll explain this in just a minute. The yellow sticky notes, these designate things that don't have anything to do with actual filming, but they are activities and things that I want to get done. These sticky notes are all from one of the Laurel Denise sticky note. Hello, this is every planner girl's best friend. Sticky notes, like I said, sticky notes are your best friend. So the yellow are non-filming. These long strips here, I just cut them in half, are what my goals are for the week. Like here I wanted to film 3 of these, 3 scrapbook, and because I am going to visit my mom for 2 weeks, so I kind of wanted to get ahead. Now when you see a blue sticky note, that means that that video is filmed, but it has not gone live yet. You can see the check mark and the fact that it's blue. Now the reason I have it blue is because when I was looking at this month, I wanted to have a firm grasp as to what had already been filmed, what I wanted to film. Now, when something actually goes live, like on the 19th, I will lift up the sticky note and I will actually write it in ink to go, okay, that has definitely happened. Or I could just use some permanent adhesive and stick that down. But if you like an open view on your calendar page, your month view, I would lift it up and write it down, right? All right, now these right here that are in the opaque, the brown sticky note, this means these are videos that I want to upload on this date. In other words, this is my filming plan. So I joined Stampin Up. I have how to use a social media planner, my storybook, my first one in that series, and it's called Always Run Faster Than the Beekeeper. So I know that these want to go here. This is when I want it uploaded, which means you always back plan going, if I want this uploaded here, I need to film it either here or here, and then I need to edit the video, I need to do the thumbnail, yada, yada, yada. But this lets you know what you have to do this week, so this week is ready, right? Now, after I film this video, I'm going to replace it with the purple so I can see my progression, and then once it's gone live, I lift up the sticky note. Now, for some of you, you may not need this. You only just may need a black pen and a red pen to cross it out when it's done, but you do what works for you, right? To me, this makes sense and the color makes sense to me. It kind of helps put things in and to alleviate the chaos for me. And then the only other things that I log on this month view is when I am traveling, because if I'm traveling, I'm obviously not going to do any filming, right? So here's a tab. Then you can see up here on the top left, I've written goals and what my top 3 goals are for the month. And then here you have those 4 columns. So let's revisit what those look like. See? They're plain. You can do anything you want with them. Now, what I've done is I've added this sticky note here with each day of the week. So again, I'm not writing and scribbling over here. And here is where I'll write important dates that are coming up in October and in November. And then here are the different things I want to get done in October. So these aren't date specific. These are goals that I have. So this way you can plan ahead in your planner without writing on here when you know things are going to change, right? And here you can see I already have this monthly photo journal video filmed, and here is where I want the video going up with me showing you how I use the annual catalog as a tool. So you know this one's filmed and ready to go and scheduled. This is one I still need to film. So I'm hoping that that is making sense to you. Now, here's where I have the 4 columns. The first 2 columns I've divided up into the 4 weeks of September. So I have week 1 and I put the dates of the week, and I like to go, now here I did it 1 through 7 because this is a Sunday start. You can do it however you want to. And here is where I will write down the different events that I have marked off for that week, and I'd also list my tasks. Film my Hello There video, and I've joined Stampin Up. Study how to use the DBWS and set it up for social media, and then notes down here. So that's what that is right there. And usually what I'll do is when I am moving into the next week, I'll look at this week. What has been accomplished? If it has not been accomplished, I'll color that in yellow so it's very bright and it's a visual for me what I have not yet accomplished, and I can either move it over here, or when I'm looking at this week, I just know that that hasn't been done yet either. And when it is done, I put the check mark through the yellow square so I know it did get done even though it didn't get done that week. So it's kind of a check and balance as to what I want to get done. All right, now this is YouTube. It is a log for film, edit, and upload. You can see here I have film, photo shoot, description, date it went live or it's going live, and then have I taken my promo photos and have I promoted it on Facebook. and on the team page and on my Instagram and on Pinterest. So you can see here that I have not promoted these two because they haven't gone live, but you know that I filmed it, did the photo shoot, I wrote the description, I have it scheduled for 9/21, and when looking at this, because you open this up, okay, you opened it up and you have your month in front of you, and I know this still needs to be done, okay? Now here I have YouTube for the 1st and the 30th. Now I know it's way back here, but I wanted it so that when I open this up, I see everything right here in front of me. And here I put a coming up. What is coming up in October? Because when this is opened up, I don't like to be going like this. I like to see it right here. So again, this is one of the sticky notes from these sets right here. And I just stuck that right on there. Now the other thing is doing a collab. Like if you're going to do a collaboration with a friend, sticky notes again are your friend. So you would just have this right here, who you're doing the collaboration with, what's the date, what is the focus of the collaboration, and what are the requirements that you're asking for both of you. Like when does she need to have her video to you so that you can have a link to it in your YouTube description, and you can also, when does she have to send you her thumbnail so you can insert that into your video. Does that all make sense? Yeah. All right, so I wanted to show you a few back pages. Here's one of the back pages, and again, I bought this for $20. It was on sale because it's towards the end of the year. So I don't have my goals for the first half of the year, but I wanted to set this up to show you how you could use it as a tool. And here are the last 6 months of the year, and I hadn't written those out. They're on a different planner. And plus they can be a little private also, but you can see how you can have the first half and the second half. The benefit of this is come June, let's say you get one for 2025, you look through it and you check off what you've accomplished, and you reevaluate in June for what your July through December is going to look like. And it's awesome that they're both on the same page. All right, now here, this is where, when I'm filming a YouTube video, have you ever had someone comment on a video that you filmed last month and they're answering a question? And it's a question that you asked in the video, and you can't remember what the question was you asked. So you're going, okay, I have no idea what they're talking about, and you try to give, you try to give a reply. Here is where you'd write that down. Now this is a flowing YouTube log. So it could be in the month of September, I'm only filming a couple of videos because 2 of those weeks I'll be in Maine visiting my mom, but August was a lot busier than that. So I don't do this. I don't say this is the month of September, October, November. It's just what the video was, the date it was filmed, what's my STV. That's the introduction of your video, your seconds to value. In other words, in the first few seconds of the video, you have got to catch the people to want to continue watching for the next 2, 3, 20 minutes. If you lose them in the first few seconds of your video, they're not even going to watch the rest of it, or they're going to fast forward to the end and go, okay, got it, I'm done. So what's your seconds to value? And then what is my question? What question did I ask in the video? And then were there any shout outs that I gave in the video so that I can make sure that person sees the video and knows that I mentioned them in it? So this is a great log. And these are my storybook pages. Remember I showed you this right here. It is my storybook series, and it's going to be based on a card I've created in an 8.5 by 11 memory album. And these are all the different stories, and I needed a place to write it down because you know how the thought would just come in you, oh my gosh, that was such a funny story that happened 10 years ago. I want to make sure I tell the story. That's what this is. When we move on, I love this idea. These are old, close to my heart workshop kits. And I know many of you have them in your closet. And we either forget what they look like, or we forget we have them, or we don't have them in front of us so we can start writing a memory that we want to keep using that workshop kit, right? So that's what this is for. When I've gone through my photos, and it could be photos that I take this week that would look perfect in the Cape Cod. So that's how that's working. Now this is also a page that is, I have inserted, and this would be a great way to add, these are inserts and they're available on the Laurel Denise website, and I am an affiliate, so if you wanted to purchase one of these or any of the supplies, you can use my code LauraD10 and save 10% on your purchase. It doesn't cost you anything more at all, and it's unlimited use. And these are inserts, and what you do is you would write the video. You could use this for the date it goes live. This is if you filmed it, if you created the thumbnail, you did the description, and going all the way across. Some people have a whole bunch of steps because they're just learning how to film, and they want to make sure they cross all the T's, dot all the I's, right? So this is a great insert. And then here, filming ideas. You know, you could be watching another maker's video or a Stampin' Up! Consultant's video, and you're going, oh my gosh, that is a great idea for a video. I want to make sure I do that. Or with Laurel Denise and the planners, what are some video ideas? You need a page to write down those ideas. All right, so you can see how this could work for you in, you know, making it less chaotic and more doable, because you open this up and you have your plan. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is a way that you can support me and my channel. Let me know that you're out there. And also be sure to watch the videos coming up, because there's more for you. And here's the question. Have you ever used a social media planner, and what worked in it for you? And what are your thoughts on what I share with you today? Any great tips that you've really been inspired by? All righty. Until we see each other again in YouTube land, God bless. You have an incredible day. Bye-bye.